How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing really well.
Okay, so we are officially, I guess, open for business. But as I was telling these guys earlier, before we went live, I am having internet connection issues right now. So the stream may hesitate for a couple seconds every so often. You may lose me hearing me wise. Called Comcast to come out and look at it, and they're not going to do that for a while. So not sure how this is going to go or how well it's going to go, but we're going to give it a whirl. So this week we have been, or some of us have been. Again, if you haven't been here for a week or two, you may not have heard. You may have heard that we changed the distro challenge up to where it's not going to be a regimented thing, and we're not going to go through everybody and the whole list and spend an hour and a half on each distro. But it is open for discussion, and we are following a semi-schedule with the Ubuntu releases. And this past week, we have been trying Ubuntu 2004, which was a fantastic release, and we have Martin Wimpers here to talk about it. That's awesome for the second week in a row, right?
I know. Dedication right there.
That's dedication, because it's very late for him, and it'll be there very late for him as the night goes on. So I appreciate it, man. All right, who wants to start it out? Has anybody been trying Ubuntu 2004? Wow, a lot of hands. Okay.
We're talking Ubuntu proper, correct?
Yes,
That's
Ubuntu
the one,
proper. Yeah. Yes. All right, Chicken, start it out, dude.
Well, since you guys love me so much, Ubuntu 2004 has been really great for me. I started using it when the betas were coming out, and I think one of the things that really, really struck me as cool was, the Yaru theme is really, really, really pretty. But what I really liked, and I know that this was including my phone. So that was a thing before, but it didn't always work for me, and now it works flawlessly, which I'm really, really pleased about. And also, because it's running the 5.4 kernels, I can use my new AMD graphics card with it, which means I get all that fun gaming performance, which is fantastic. And I think beyond that, what was really cool to see is because throughout the whole testing week, there was a whole lot of feedback that I think started flowing through, and I kind of got to see a lot of how other people use their machines. So I started experimenting with my install and changing up like different extensions that I used, and it's been absolutely solid. This release of GNOME has been great, but the Ubuntu dock is really nice to have, because I know that I have some friends that use Ubuntu, and they always want to be able to see the dock. So the fact that that's there means you're not searching for it behind the menu like it is in traditional GNOME. So I don't know. I think all in all, it's just really, really solid, and it's also super pretty, which definitely helps because I'm a simple person.
Very nice. All right. So before we go any further, did Chicken cut out for everybody in Zoom for a minute, or was it just on my end?
Just you.
Okay. So the people that are watching in the YouTube stream will hear it cut out, because obviously it's coming in just from my end. So I'm sorry to the people out there in YouTube land that you may have intermittent times where it cuts out. But we're going to enjoy ourselves by talking, and everybody here is going to do it themselves without the interruptions. So. All right. Who wants to go next?
I guess I'll go next.
Do it.
So, same as before. It's the Yaru theme it's like one of the best new themes that I've seen in a long time. And you put that on top of the Yaru Dark, makes it even better. I love it. And I have to say that I feel that Ubuntu proper has the best dock out there for all of the other distros with GNOME. I just love how it works, and it really just makes it for me. It runs so smooth. I love the animations on it. It's just how when you put it on auto hide, how it just slides away. I just think it's great. And it's this is actually the first Ubuntu since before Unity that I actually installed on one of my computers and left on there, and I can really see it staying on there for a long time.
Now that's a compliment. All right. Hey, you guys jump in anytime you want to.
Yeah, I'll jump in, Rocco.
Do it, man. Do it. Just jump in.
Yep, I've installed Ubuntu proper on my main system, so I thought I'd put it on there and run it for a while. Now, I did have some issues with it regarding booting. So I have filed a bug in Launchpad. Well, I didn't file a bug. I looked for the bug that may have been already there, which there was. Put my 2 cents worth in. I'm having a problem, whereas after install, the graphical little arrow spins around and it just hangs there. But I did find that after I press the F8 button, the scrolling text comes up. And then once I got the scrolling text, it went to the login screen. So I disabled auto splash in the grub configuration file, and that's been fixed. It's just that I've got the scrolling text on startup. So I don't know what that's all about, but I definitely have put my 2 cents worth in. But so far on Ubuntu proper, all running really well. Have to say, using Blender, which is my video editor of choice, seems to be a lot more smoother than what it has been in Ubuntu. So I'm pretty happy about that. And also, I took Adam Grubb's advice and I've put in place the bind mounts. So that's another thing I've done, which helps snaps read the system. So I'm pretty happy with that. Otherwise, you can't get hold of all your stuff in your home folders if you don't have bind mounts, because Symlinks don't allow it to. So, but with Ubuntu itself, I've only changed one thing. I've put the Quokka theme in as my top bar there on the Windows, and pretty much that's it. I've left the Yarrow icons there, which are very nice. And so far running really well, couldn't be happier. So hopefully all stays that way.
Very nice. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, Tony, go you first.
Okay, thank you. I tried it on the testing laptop. It works fine. Don't seem to have any problems with it. It's very fluid and very nice looking. I love the icon themes and things that they've done with it. The only thing I found with it was, and I think it's a known problem that's not been fixed yet, when you go into the store, a lot of the icons in there don't show. But I think somebody said last week that that was a problem they'd fixed, but they didn't get the icons done. But apart from that, it all seems to work okay. No problems.
I actually, if I could interject here, I think
Sure.
those icons that aren't showing are the ones from the Ubuntu repositories I've found. All the snap icons are showing, but all the apps from the Ubuntu repositories are showing just a generic icon.
Yeah, that's
which
it.
is what I found.
Yeah,
right.
It's an issue in what's called AppStream, which is the data that the apps in the archive use to present their metadata, screenshots and descriptions or whatever. And it's a bug that we introduced into the back end of that, so we're aware. Yeah.
So it's a feature then.
Right. At the moment, it's a feature.
That's a great way to look at it, Tony.
Okay.
I love
it. Big Pod's got his hand up. So
I tried the new Ubuntu GNOME one, but I didn't install it on my laptop. I installed it on VM because my laptop got a better one, the Mate one, and it works. Both of them work quite fine, but I gotta say, Yarrow has one problem. and it's a beautiful theme with one huge error. That Nautilus icon is just garbage ugly. First thing I do, I removed it from the theme and set it up so that it's a normal folder icon because it's so ugly. Otherwise, works fine. Had a few problems along the way, but those get fixed due to amazing support by community and Canonical people.